Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Grow Wise Likewise. Today I am going to talk about health of your mind. So, all of us want a healthy body and of course a healthy mind too. But we often speak very less about healthy mind, right? Because as soon as a term healthy mind comes, the first thing that comes to our mind is, does she mean mental? Does she mean some mind problems, depression? And all such cliche thoughts come to our mind, and it is often considered a taboo to speak about mental health even in today's date. Why so? Don't you think that health of your mind is equally important just like your physical body? Yes, definitely. And one more thing I would like to tell you, that the health of your mind will have much more influence on your physical health as well. If your mind is completely healthy, for sure you are going to have a healthy body, because whatever your thinking process is, whatever you are feeding to your mind, it ultimately gets fed to your body too. So today in this video I shall be sharing 4 tips to increase your health of mind. So to know them, please do keep watching and stay tuned. Please subscribe and hit the bell button to get latest notifications. Also, please like, share and subscribe with your friends and family. Keep watching. Thank you. So, to begin with, I would like to tell you that many times we hear this thing that whatever you feed your body becomes the same. And that is exactly the case with your mind too. Whatever you feed here, that will only reflect on your mind's health, and ultimately it will also reflect on your physical health. So it is of utmost importance that you take enough care to feed your mind with whatever results you want in the health of your mind. Now, what do you do when it comes to your physical health? You pick up the most nutritious food, yes, and you take extra care of your health hygiene. You make sure that whatever goes into your system is properly cleaned and it is made in a more hygienic environment and it is fresh, etc., etc., etc. So you have an endless checklist when it comes to feeding your body. But do you have such a list while feeding your mind? Often we don't have. Why? Because we are not aware. So today I shall be telling you 4 ways of what you need to keep in mind while feeding your mind. So let's begin. So the very first tip to feed your mind is optimum thinking or focused thinking. Now, what do you mean by these terms? These terms simply means that you should not be overthinking. Many times we humans have this tendency to keep on thinking about one particular thing. We often get stuck up on one thought, and then our thoughts usually revolve around those one thought only continuously for days. And by doing so, what happens? Like when you are overthinking about one particular thing, what happens is your focus is distributed. Okay, it is not on one thing that you want to do, but it is rather getting split up in various other thoughts. Okay, and when this happens, your energy gets diluted. You do not have the required energy because your focus is diverting. And when you do overthinking, what happens that instead of coming into action or actually implementing your ideas, your mind is completely busy in just keeping on thinking about the same thing, same thing, same thing. To understand this, let me tell you one thing. Let me give you a simple example. Now, say if you want to travel, then what will you do? You will obviously think about your destination, but what if I tell you that you keep yourself busy thinking about your destination for 10 days? Then when will you travel? Okay, so you see, instead of that, on the very first day, I shall give just one day to think about where I want to go, and then the next 9 days I could have enjoyed my travel. Yeah, this happens with most of us. We have the tendency of overthinking, and when we continuously keep on thinking about the same things, we don't get where we want to go because we are doing overthinking. So in Sanskrit there is a very nice verse, Ati Sarvatra varjayeta. This means that excess is harmful everywhere, and the same applies to our mind too. Overthinking is always harmful. Now I shall be talking about the second tip. So, the second tip that I want to talk about is feeding your mind the right thoughts. Now, what happens is we are living in an information era. You can seek out for information anywhere that you look. Okay, you will find so much of information. You are always surrounded by plenty and plenty of information, but do you know which is the right information for your mind? If you keep on feeding whatever information comes, do you think it will help your mind to grow? Let me explain you this with another simple example. Say you are hungry and you want to eat something. So what would you take? There you have many choices like fruits, vegetables, pulses, rice, curries, etc, 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 and you have many salads, you have many cold drinks, you have lots of beverages, tea, coffee, cocktails, etc. You also have some nice sizzlers and pulao, rice, biryani. So you have all of these options. Now out of all of this, what would you prefer to eat? Okay, so the same case happens with our mind. We are surrounded by so many information that it is like really difficult to understand and know which is the correct one. But you need to pick up the right information for your mind. Now, your obvious question would be, how will you decide which information is right for you? So, the answer is very simple. All you have to do is you need to consciously identify what effect a particular information is having on your mind. Say, for example, if I am watching TV for half an hour, a particular show that I enjoy, I am watching that for half an hour. So what you can do to check if that watching that show, that particular show, is it giving your mind the right information? To check this, what you can do is you check after watching the show whether you feel more energized or you feel that your energy levels are depleting. If your energy levels are increasing, if you are feeling much happier, much relieved, then that is a positive thing. That is a good information, that is a right information for your mind. This way you can identify what is the right information for your mind, because again this will differ for different people. Okay, so coming to the third thing that you can do is stay surrounded by positive people. Now, I think most of you know this, to stay surrounded by positive people. In today's time, I think we have a lot of awareness of staying surrounded by positive people. Yes, and needless to explain this, because this is very self-explanatory, like why you need to be surrounded by positive people. Because whatever people you surround yourself by, you will ultimately become a sort of that person. We have heard this a lot of times that a man is known by his company, and in many other languages also we have such similar verses. Yes. So, and you might have observed this, like if you want to exactly reiterate this, what you can do is just think of your school days. Just think who were your best friends around whom you used to keep yourself almost daily, and if you would have noticed, you would be becoming similar kind of version of the persons that you are keeping yourself surrounded by. The same thing you can observe when you are in your company, you are working, or you are in college, or in whatever stage of life you are. Just observe yourself. You can do this activity for yourself and you will realize what happens. Okay, so you can do this activity. Just notice and observe the 5 people that you surround yourself most of the times of your life, and note down what are good things they have, what are bad things they have, and then you try to analyze your own self. You note down what are good things you have, what are bad things you have, and then compare these two lists. I think when you compare these two lists, it will almost have similar things that are on a positive side, similar things that are on a negative side. So you should always surround yourself by positive people if you want to feed your mind the right. To understand this, let us take help of one more example. Now, if you want to grow a plant and you have sown seeds, but if you see that there are some weeds coming out surrounding that plant, then what happens? The nutrition that you are providing to the plant will also be taken up by those weeds, and what happens is that the plant will not be able to grow the way it should be because it is surrounded by weeds. By these weeds, I mean all those negative people that you keep yourself surrounded by. When you keep yourself surrounded by negative people, then automatically your energy will be drained up by those people, and these will have a very harmful impact on your mental health. So keep in your mind that you should always surround yourself with positive people, with those people who encourage you to become a better version of yourself. Okay, so now talking about the fourth and the last tip. So, the fourth and the last tip that I want to talk about is your mental environment. Now, your obvious question will be, what is this mental environment? It is nothing but a sum total of the societal influences that you have on your mind. Okay, so what societal influences do you have? By these, I not only mean the society that you stay in, but it also includes and is a sum total of whatever things, whatever thoughts that go into your mind. It includes all your internet influences, your social influences, then whatever kind of readings that you do, whatever television shows or any binge watches that you do, it includes all of this. Okay, so to stay in a positive mental environment, what you can do is you make yourself a habit of daily reading something positive at least for 10 minutes of a day. Yes, I think this is not that much difficult. The next good thing that you can do is you can surround yourself by all the good things. Try to create a positive environment wherever you stay. How the easiest way to do this is keep a smiling face, because smile is contagious. If you smile, the other person would smile, and the other, and the other, and the other, and this creates a kind of positive environment around yourself. Another thing which you can do is you can consciously try to speak positively. Now, how you can do this? For this, To understand this, I will give you a simple illustration. Okay, so what if I say I have a problem? And what if I say I have a challenge? Which one sounds better, problem or challenge? Obviously, challenge. So you should try to consciously use such positive words in your daily conversations with your own self and with others. This will automatically help you to build a positive environment for your mental health. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and to watch such videos, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you get the latest notifications. This is Shah signing off until my next video. Till then, stay motivated, stay surrounded by positive people, and wish you the best of your mind's health. Thank you. Bye bye.